I'm saying whoop, whoop. Yo, what's up, guys? I'm not gonna bullshit around, I'm gonna cut straight to the chase. Today's review is The Devil's Rejects from Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie's a musician turned filmmaker, and I don't really listen to his music, but I don't actively hate it at the same time, so it doesn't really give any bias for me. It's a sequel to Rob Zombie's critical failure, House of a Thousand Corpses, because it follows the same group of people who are on the run from the law, and they torture and kill members of the family, and then they run some more. And being that this movie takes place in the South, and to pander to people's stereotypes, the brother and sister seem a little too close. Whatever. As it is with House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects has a lot of references to 70s horror movies, such as Night of the Living Dead, The Wild Bunch, but most obviously the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, as you can see in the scene where they stop from ice cream. I see what you did there! The main characters are grotesque and sadistic, which makes them great anti-heroes, but it doesn't really make you care about their fate. They're just kind of there to carry out these tasks. And every other line out of their mouth is, fuck, fuck, fuck up, fucking shit! At one point in the movie, in order to find the family, a series of clues are left behind that also just happen to be monikers from Groucho Marx in the Marx Brothers movies. And since that's pretty much my favorite thing ever, I immediately took notice of where are they going to go with this. And the film critic they bring in to investigate is this splitting image of Gene Shalit. Oh, hey guys, you interrupted me, I was just taking notes. And then at the end of the scene, the sheriff just says, fuck Groucho! And all that left me thinking was, fuck Sinister Urge! The film's full of a lot of cliches, such as having the stoner character be one of the first or the first to die, and beginning the movie with a shootout scene. Although I guess we can excuse this since it's already going for the whole 70s horror thing. In fact, in certain points there's grainy looking footage, which is really going for it. And most of the soundtrack is just, or all of the soundtrack actually, is just 70s rock songs. And for the entire movie I was thinking, well, they haven't played Skynyrd yet. Where's the Skynyrd? I'm waiting for the Skynyrd. And then at the end they play Freebird. Not just a little bit of it, but the whole thing. And I still can't. The movie has some of that, you know, shaky cam! But they don't really overuse it. Whereas House of a Thousand Corpses seemed like one long, boring music video, this one is really more of a cohesive movie. It was well put together. And even at times it slips into exploitation film territory. But what exactly is exploitation film? Glad you asked that question, Brian. I'm going to give you a brief history of exploitation films. Most of them follow the same pattern of starting off with a rape and murder of the main character, and then the people acquainted with the main character in the second half of the film then rape and torture the people who did the first rape and torturing. And you have different subdivisions of it, such as sexploitation, which is obviously all about sex, blaxploitation, which is pretty racist, women in prison films, that's a great one, and my personal favorite, Nazi-sploitation. Back to you, Brian. I gotta agree with most critics that Zombie really improved his filmmaking style from the previous movie to this one. It's well shot, there's a lot of different shots just in one location, and the camera isn't really there to just get the job done. It really feels like almost another character, which is what you want when you're making a film. However, at the same time, there's not really any improvements in any other areas such as dialogue or characterization, and as far as I know, I don't really know the characters' motives for doing all these murders in the first place. Basically, you know what you're getting into before you see this movie. It's really meant for Rob Zombie fans, horror movie fans, and especially 70s horror movie fans. And although it wasn't made for me, because I'm not the biggest fan of all three of those, it was reasonably entertaining throughout. It was well shot, but at the same time kind of empty. And it was an improvement over House of a Thousand Corpses, but that's not really saying much. Now at this point I would give you a number, but I'm starting to phase out the numbers. I don't really see any point in it when you have the whole review giving you my thoughts. So, but I'll probably regret that by the next review. But that's House of a Thousand Corpses. No, it isn't. That's Devil's Rejects, folks. Thanks.